Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve so much more in the same 24 hours while others constantly struggle to keep up? Time is a limited resource, but how we manage it can completely transform the way we work, live, and even feel. Imagine waking up each day with a clear plan, finishing your tasks ahead of time, and still having space for yourself. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, today on MindLift, we're diving into 10 actionable and proven time management hacks that can help you not only boost your productivity, but also significantly reduce your stress levels. Each hack is designed to be simple yet powerful, and by the end, you'll have a clear roadmap to take control of your time. So let me ask you this, what's the one thing you'd like more time for in your life? Let's jump right in. Hack 1. Plan your day the night before. How many times have you started your day without a clue about what needs to be done, only to end it feeling unaccomplished? One of the simplest yet most effective time management strategies is to plan your day the night before. This hack works because it eliminates decision fatigue and gives you clarity from the moment you wake up. Here's how it works. Before you go to bed, sit down with a pen and paper or use a digital planner. Write down everything you need to accomplish the next day, but don't just make a long list. Prioritize your tasks by separating them into must-dos and nice-to-dos. Focus on identifying 3 major tasks that will have the biggest impact. These are your non-negotiables. By planning ahead, you set yourself up for success and save the energy you'd otherwise waste figuring out what to do next. So ask yourself, what are the 3 most important tasks you could tackle tomorrow to move closer to your goals? Hack 2. Use the 80-20 rule. Have you ever spent hours working on something only to realize it didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things? That's where the 80-20 rule or the Pareto Principle comes in. This rule states that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. Think about it. Not all tasks are created equal. Some contribute significantly to your goals, while others are just time fillers. For example, if you're a freelancer, the time you spend pitching to high-value clients could bring you far greater rewards than answering non-urgent emails. The key here is to identify the tasks that bring the highest return and focus on them. Take a look at your to-do list and ask yourself, which of these tasks will bring me closer to my goal? Which ones are just keeping me busy? Once you figure that out, double down on the high-impact activities. What would your day look like if you spent 80% of your time on tasks that truly matter? Hack 3. Start with the hardest task. First, how often do you find yourself procrastinating on the one thing you know you should do? That's because we naturally avoid difficult or unpleasant tasks, even though they're often the most important. This is where the concept of eating the frog comes in. The idea is simple. Tackle your hardest, most important task first thing in the morning when your energy and willpower are at their peak. By getting it out of the way, you free yourself from the mental burden of having it hang over your head all day. Not only does this make the rest of your day feel easier, but it also gives you a sense of accomplishment that fuels your momentum. Imagine starting your day with a win instead of dread. So, what's the one task you've been putting off that you could tackle first thing tomorrow? Hack 4. Master the art of saying no. Do you find yourself constantly agreeing to things you don't have time for, only to regret it later? Saying yes to everything might feel polite or even necessary, but it's one of the biggest reasons people feel overwhelmed and stretched too thin. Learning to say no is a skill, and it's one of the most important when it comes to time management. It's not about being rude, it's about setting boundaries and protecting your time. Before agreeing to take on any new task or commitment, pause and evaluate whether it aligns with your goals and priorities. If it doesn't, politely decline or delegate it. Remember, every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that truly matters. So, what's one thing you've agreed to recently that you wish you hadn't? Hack 5. Batch similar tasks together. How often do you find yourself bouncing from one task to another, only to feel like you're not making progress on anything? Switching between different types of tasks can be incredibly inefficient because your brain needs time to adjust each time you shift focus. That's why batching similar tasks together is such a powerful time management strategy. For example, instead of checking your email every hour, set aside a specific time to handle all your emails at once. Similarly, group all your phone calls, meetings, or creative work into dedicated blocks of time. This not only saves you time, but also helps you get into a flow state where you can work more efficiently. Think about your typical day. What tasks could you group together to save time and improve focus? Hack 6. Set time limits for tasks. Do you ever find yourself spending way too much time on a task that could have been done in half the time? Without boundaries, tasks have a way of expanding to fill the time you give them, a phenomenon known as Parkinson's Law. To combat this, set specific time limits for your tasks. For instance, if you're writing a report, give yourself 2 hours to complete it instead of working on it indefinitely. Use a timer or an app to keep yourself accountable, and don't be afraid to stop when the time is up. This method forces you to focus and work more efficiently. So, if you had to set a time limit for one task today, what would it be? Hack 7. Eliminate distractions. How often do you sit down to work only to get pulled away by a notification, a text, or even your own wandering thoughts? Distractions are everywhere, and they can significantly derail your productivity. To manage your time effectively, you need to create an environment that minimizes these distractions. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Put your phone on silent and let others know when you're in Do Not Disturb mode. If you find yourself getting distracted by social media or other websites, consider using apps that block those distractions during your work hours. Remember, your focus is one of your most valuable resources. What's the biggest distraction you face daily, and how can you eliminate it to reclaim your time? Hack 8. Take breaks to recharge. Do you believe that working longer hours will make you more productive? In reality, our brains can only focus for so long before they start to tire. Taking regular breaks isn't a sign of laziness. It's a way to recharge and stay sharp. The Pomodoro technique, for example, involves working for 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break. During these breaks, step away from your work, stretch, hydrate, or even take a quick walk. These short pauses can help you return to your task with renewed energy and focus. How often do you take breaks during your workday? And what could you do during your next break to refresh your mind? Hack 9. Delegate or outsource tasks. Do you ever feel like you have to do everything yourself? Many of us hesitate to delegate or outsource tasks, either because we think no one else can do it as well, or because we feel guilty asking for help. But trying to do it all is a recipe for burnout. Delegating tasks to others, whether it's a colleague, an assistant, or even a family member, frees up your time to focus on what truly matters. Think about your daily responsibilities. Which of these could be handled by someone else? Delegating isn't a sign of weakness, it's a smart way to use your resources. If you could outsource just one task this week, what would it be? Hack 10. Reflect and improve your time management. Do you ever end your day wondering where all the time went? Reflection is a powerful tool for improving your time management skills. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to review how you spent your time. Ask yourself what worked well today, what didn't. Were there tasks that took longer than expected, and why? By reflecting regularly, you can identify patterns and make adjustments to your approach. Over time, this habit will help you become more aware of how you're using your time and make you more intentional in managing it. If you started reflecting on your day tonight, what insights might you gain? Time is the one thing we can't get back, but how we use it is entirely up to us. These 10 hacks are simple, actionable steps that anyone can take to boost productivity and reduce stress. From planning your day the night before to mastering the art of delegation, every small change can make a big difference. So, which hack will you try first? Let us know in the comments below, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to MindLift for more practical tips to enhance your life.